Oh, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. And we're now a warrior, level 31. We go... Oh, this is Bent Branch. Where's it that I want to go? Hawthorne. Did I never attune to Hawthorne Hut? Really? Wow. Oops. My bad. People who know their way around Final Fantasy XIV probably look at me like, why does he keep teleporting to Bent Branch? I don't know any better. That was weird. The lightning? Let's make sure we tune to this. Okay. A gift from Walking One Buscarone. A gift for these ones. Right. There you go. Such a lovely scent. This one's never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Buscarone and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception, but this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. Ooh, hello. Yeah, the pants are still really good, I guess. Alright. Believe in yourself. Yourself instead of yourself. That's fine. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. I'll be glad when we're done with the selves, just so I don't have to deal with their weird speech pattern. Hard to read. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Elheim. We've just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Noraxia. This one is grateful. Ooh, heat of battle. Nice. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures is one Walking Ones calls them. As Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. But these ones watched... Yeah, I just said that. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak. Would that this one had not. In Totorak, a sinister one, robed in black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black. Why do I have a feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Phrixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees. So walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one knows well and respects Horned One Khan Isena. Be assured, little walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect wood from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, want to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all those who did not wish to become bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous or cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania. And so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of addendum, mortals who are tempted come to take on the qualities embodiment of the primal in question. In these cases, these sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers, but what about the abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Phrixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylph are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Pani Sena. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Rama to rest. That Sylph Elder's very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her in the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it. Fear not, you will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this, and while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Phrixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Phrixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together, let the waking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Who's walking one Elheim? This one has yet to give walking one a token of one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon walking one as a symbol of one's trust. You collect all these crystals and it forms up on the little ritual circle as you collect them from beating the primals or completing the quests. Does anything really come of this? Like you completing this thing? This right here. Halfway there. Gotta do what? Garuda, Titan, and one other. This one was not mistaken about walking one. Isn't it related to the strength of your echo, or isn't it related to the strength of your echo or something? Yeah, I guess so. Walking one is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light within walking one has enveloped the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to walking one. Walking one must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before walking one returns to Gridania, this one would ask walking one to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If walking one witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap walking one can testify to walking ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger, and this one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones. Another one of those do an emote quests, yeah. There it goes. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Okay. What's this? Grant you passage to the White Wolf Gate. Okay. Elheim, is it not? I've been following your exploits with great interest. You have served Ul'dah well, but I believe your greatest accomplishments are yet to come. It is with such lofty expectations that I would grant you passage beyond Gridania's own White Wolf Gate. Take this pass and show it to Franchmontieu, the gatekeeper. Gird yourself well for the battles to come, and I am sure news of your deeds will reach mine again before long. What is this, PvP or something? Ah, if it isn't Elheim, how went the meeting with the Sylphs? A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Rami. So long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures. And in the knowledge that they will bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling more conspicuous threats to our security. You've done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. It's literally just another exit out of Gridania. It's locked until level 29. That's weird. Oh look, more Vesper Bay Aetheryte tickets. Yay. Alright. The Sylphic folk have long been friends of Gridania. A mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the signs of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our people, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. Hello? Hello, Elheim, can you hear me? It's I, Minfilia. Ida and Papalimo returned some little while ago. They wasted no time in regaling me of the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. The waking sands! Again. Get used to it. Alright. Very well. Let's see what this is. Just down. Okay. Sure. Just another exit to Gridania. That's so weird. Alright, fine. I guess you can use this gate. Only those who possess a gate pass may travel through the White Wolf Gate. It is for your own good the fearsome beasts that lurk beyond will tear an unprepared adventurer limb from limb. You have papers. Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. Go in safety, Elheim. In the future, should you wish to pass, you need only say the word. The word is Snuffleupagus. Snuffleupagus. Who's this? Oh, that was wrong. The word. I want to see what's on the other side of the gate. Central Shroud. Okay. It's like so not even a big deal at all. It's what it is, I guess. All right. Vesper Bay. Comfy. We ride. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventure, welcome back, Elheim. William and Philia awaits you within the Solar. Please enter at your leisure. Indeed. You recommend doing the My Feisty Little Chocobo quest on the MSQ banner. I'm given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us for the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough, Thancred is sparing no effort. There are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alice has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl. But you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Bladison report will serve you well. Bladisian? What? I take it we can proceed as discussed? Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Alright, Alphanon. It's good to see you again, Elheim. Got Got those thick legs. The armor's so big on the bottom. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the 12's Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike our move from the list. Who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of the World has not answered his minions' call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices for a time at least. For a time bears repeating, we can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Strolla says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when the next primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, and you may depend on it. Indeed. So then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with Garuda, who is the primal of the Ixal who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many malms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have waited for a more practical solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of the Seedseer. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You've earned it. Is my feisty little chocobo the one that makes sure your chocobo will fight with you? Is there something else, Elheim? Gotcha. Beg pardon, a man named Lahabrea sporting a red mask and robed in black. 12 Preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Askians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this Lahabrea. Learn all we can of him and his signs. I dread to Eek? Tartar. Tataru! Oh. A sylph? In Thailand? At long last, this one finds walking one Elheim. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder one Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Neuraxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. A pleasure to meet you, Neuraxia. Okay. And again. Yes, Tataru is ready to express her fright as she has to express everything else. Not all of us are forged from the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea begin to unite, Elheim, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Askians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. I am afraid there is no rest for the weary, Elheim. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Askian known as Lahabrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. the sea in Ossian is silent. Gotcha. At present, we know little less about the Ossians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all our own power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information of a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with the Flame Commanders at the Swift Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire in further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Helheim. Alright. Well, that's convenient. We wanted to go back to our Grand Company anyways. Oh, I hope that the expansions have more voice acting, so I don't have to talk quite as much. But it's okay if they don't. Alright, before we talk to him, all these things gone. We can't do anything with the hunt board yet, right? Oh, maybe we can. We got hunts, we got... Apply for a promotion. Current rank is Flame Private 3rd class. If you wish to become Flame Private 2nd class, you must fulfill the following requirements. We need 2,000 seals. We have 845. That's pretty much it, huh? Alright. We can get all kinds of gear as we rank up. Interesting. The Masked Man. Ah, you've come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Menphilia, there's been sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Thanlin. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kakirin. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge seems its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some of them may have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Ihibaru. The fellow always starved for customers. He no doubt welcome your attention, and whether or not you have coin or mind to spend it. And also, a pup no longer. Ooh, that's quite a reward. Wants me to begin my training in earnest. Private Gilded, I've been keeping a close eye on you of late. Your efforts on behalf of Ul'dah do us all proud. Yes, I understand now what the Flame General saw in you. I would not have been an understatement to say that the future of our Grand Company is riding on your capable shoulders. And yet, it is also clear to me that you've only begun to tap into the depths of your potential. Your flame burns strong, but it may yet grow stronger. Yes, I would see you become a blazing inferno that reduces all others that oppose Ul'dah into smoldering embers. It is with such hopes that I have made arrangements for you to receive training at the Wolves' Den, a proving ground established by the Orsian Alliance for training Grand Company recruits. Mayhap you are familiar with it. That look in your eyes tells me you are eager to take to the road. I knew I had not misjudged you. The Wolves' Den is to be found just off the shores of Lanaska. The ferry at Morby Dry Docks in Lower Lanaska will grant you passage there. Upon arrival, seek out Storm Captain Berkaya. I have already taken the liberty of submitting a letter of recommendation on your behalf. Oh, that's PvP? Okay. What do I gotta do to get, like, my feisty little chocobo one? Right here. Right here. Oh, it's like out in the shroud, huh? Near Quarry Mill. Camp Tranquil. We haven't actually gone there yet. Okay. Let's go. Often do you have your chocobo fight with you? I never really see people doing that for the most part. Ooh, hello. Well met, adventurer. I take it you've come to learn more of the recent happenings in Isomhar. The site of interest is owing to the Gilmoran ruins, Gilmora being an underground city which predates Gridania, in case you weren't aware. Any road, a few days past, we received reports from several anthropogeographers that a magical gateway of some sort had appeared in the ruins and that all manner of creatures were coming and going through it. Like, anthropologist and like there's like that's used in a lot of words, and geographers obviously a thing, but I don't know if I've ever heard of anthropogeographers as a word before. Like they just make that, they just like stuck those together and go with it. People who study ancient maps or something. Like, my men and I were amongst the first to examine it, and well, it's hard to explain. We crossed the threshold into a set of corridors we'd never seen before, and then suddenly each and every one of us was filled with an inexplicable sense of dread. It was all we could do to take even a single step. According to Iuna Kotor, who accompanied us, the ruins are warded with a powerful magic that saps the spirit and aether of all who enter, rendering them easy prey for the creatures within. Thankfully, he managed to devise a solution: aether pool arms and armor which safeguard and channel the wielder's energies that they might withstand the ruins' magics. Unfortunately, it does little to prevent us from losing our way, though it beggars belief. Every time we have dared to venture into the ruins, we have found the paths have changed. We suspect this too may be the work of an unfathomably powerful mage. Needless to say, something strange is afoot, and traditional tactics are not likely to suffice. Even experienced adventurers will need to proceed with caution. In any event, if you believe you have what it takes to brave the ruins and discover what secrets lie within its deepest depths, you need but say the word. And so this is the deep dungeon, yeah? Palace of the Dead, now accessible. Cool. Alright. It's useful for fates, but that's about it. Do you still think I should go out of my way to go do it right now? This dungeon is over here. You can't really do much with a dungeon until you actually get to it, huh? Oh, look, Marlboros. Sorry, Stropers. Okay. A little bit of leaves going. Alright, let's see. Poach tides, got it. Oh, okay. Like something's chasing me. I'm summoning up bad guys when I do this, huh? Okay. There we go. Last two we need are there. You unlock the next story dungeon when I'm still a ways off? Yeah, I bet I am. Bravo, madam. A feeling you would do well from the moment we met. You know, I feel like that too. Level up. If I steal a little chocobo. The unmistakable smell of chocobo clinging to you. Adventurer, would I be correct in assuming that you have your own trusty steed? Oh, I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle trained? If not, you might consider seeking the advice of Lukalot over at Bent Branch Meadows. The Ishgardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning our fine feathered friends. He should be able to help you attain a greater affinity with your bird. Right. Going back to Bent Branch. Ooh, match tech. I don't know what my son is doing, but I can hear him in his room doing his best evil villain live. He's like, ah, 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 ah. I don't know what he's doing. Greetings, adventurer. Is there something you need? You wish to have your chocobo trained in combat. This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I will help you train your chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Very well. To begin, we will need a bunch of gishel grains. You have my leave to pick one from the fields yonder. Return here when you have it. Near raids while you wait for me to catch up, huh? Alright. Makes sense. How far off am I from unlocking the next main story dungeon? You acquired the greens? Here you go, bud. Superb, then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of gishel grains. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, that they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you, and when then once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You will find your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order and it will act accordingly and to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fortemp family, one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it's not enough to merely hear about a practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of Gishel Greens and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The broods that prowl in that area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. Okay. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend that you keep an ample supply of Gishel Greens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. Companions now available. Cool. Now we need to go up to Sorrel Haven. 20 quests. Oof. That's gonna take a little while, huh? Hopefully some of them are really quick quests. It's hard to tell, like, by quest number, I guess, really, because sometimes a quest takes forever, and sometimes a quest is like, talk to this guy, quest over, you know? Okay. So... we got a new thing called Arm's Length. Creates a barrier, nullifying most knockback and draw-on effects. Slow when barrier is struck. Cool. Go ahead and use our Gishel Greens. And how do we command you? Go, my chocobo! Probably have some, like, actions we can put on the bar. Yeah, orders. Attacker stance. Withdraw, follow. Healer? Can he even heal? Companion skill level is too low. Alright, I'm just gonna attack him. Yeah, he's helping. Okay. How long does he keep helping me after, like, with one Gishel Green? Like, how long does that keep him in companion mode? I'm going to join the fate. That is a big more roll. Which someone else already killed. Oh, nice. He's got a lunar whale now. That's so cool. Alright. Ooh, toadstools. I should need those. Alright, so mounting up doesn't get rid of it. That's cool. Oh, lovely. Oh man, I needed more of those guys, but now the fate's over. Oh well. The whale is purchasable for money. I don't need to spend money on this right now. There's plenty of stuff that I can get that doesn't cost money. We'll be getting our lunar whale in Final Fantasy IV anyways. Well, so you've successfully negotiated your first few battles with your chocobo. Well done. How did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? Your chocobo can make up for your shortcomings or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you may complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. Oh, before I forget, I have one last parting gift, a saddlebag for your chocobo. Carrying Gishel greens about can be quite cumbersome after all. And there should be sufficient room for your personal belongings should the need arise. Pray it serves you well in your travels. Now access your chocobo's saddlebag. This supplementary storage window can be accessed by selecting chocobo saddlebag. Okay, yeah, cool. Yay, extra storage. That's cool. That's cool. Where is the guy that sells Gishel greens? We should get a couple of them, just in case. Ooh, chocobo racing. Do you sell stuff? Anything over here? Race chocobo breeder. I don't know who sells the Gishel greens. Oh well. Worry about it another time. High Bridge. I'm probably not going to get to the dungeons tonight, man. If I got 20 quests. That'd be my guess. But it's good we can get some of these quests out of the way now, so tomorrow night, when we are actually scheduled to play this game, we can get to the dungeons. Lots of rested XP. Welcome to High Bridge Adventure. Whatever you seek, I, Hikibaru, can provide it. Probably. You are after a masked man. I'm not sure if I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have been featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. You linger a while, mayhap I'll tell you, maybe happy you'll learn a thing or two, eh? When the Order of Nalthal began excavating ruins below, I had hopes that the High Bridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims, but thanks to the nigh endless beastmen raids, folk are too afraid to come within a mom of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll go bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need Business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spending a bit of coin to help struggling merchant? The masked man? Bah, I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go ask the other merchants. I know what I said before, but I just wanted you to buy shit. I've heard tell of a masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Themlin too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me there's more than a figment of his imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Okay. Stuck there. Oh. On the trail of a masked man, I have heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It's said that he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, though. Come on, Faye. Gotta find this masked man who totally isn't, like, you know, someone we know. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kakiran raids, and none but the most devious of pilgrims, none but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Joan of Arc, Lionheart, huh? Alright, little man, help me out here. Judging by your expression, I take you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry about my rudeness earlier. So the things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kakiran raids are so constant, so organized. We're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise I'll keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see him or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over in Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man, your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Kakiran appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. And after a group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If I were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. What do you think? Is that some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself? Well, worth all the linkering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? We'll see. Here we go. I want to ride that chocobo all day. Bum ba da dum bum bum. Bum ba da dum bum bum. These guys must die. He's known. Okay, 4, so only 2 more. My chocobo was asleep. Here we go. Smoldering coal. It's a hostile presence. Corpse Brigade foot soldier, huh? Got it? Back to High Bridge. Oops. Plus 95 strength, 104 tenacity, and 96 vitality. This earring is insane. Like, it's not even just the XP. Like, everything about this earring is just craziness. Those bonuses. Like, what? Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? The scroll, it bears the prayer to Ralgar, the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgar is a guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last skill that your assailant was Alamigan. Seems this masked man of yours is well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected with your masked man mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Alamigo, over in southern Thanalan. And just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination of those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she'll be, but it just so happens that I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Amigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't be hurt to seek her out her first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it, then. I had hoped that you would linger here for a while, call some friends, if I spend some coin, what have you. Something tells me that you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Yeah, Little Amigos and stuff went down. Alright. Okay. Alright. So many dungeons. Oh, awesome. Okay, they scale with my level and the displayed stats are level 70 stats. Why wouldn't they display the stats for the current level that you're at? That would make more sense. You know? Like, I understand that they scale. I'd like to know what they currently are. Probably +2. Yeah, see, that makes more sense. Find my way around Alamigo. Not gonna bother with the lead quest there for it. No. Why, yes. He who borrows my father. He said, what? Oh, I wish I could be a better daughter. It's just that, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I'm grateful that you delivered the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man. I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I'd recommend you first speak with Gilded, the leader of the settlement. But I warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? Why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You're not welcome here. Be gone. Okay. Fun guy. Gilded. Well met, adventurer. I'm Gilded, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt that he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can. You seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? I can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for Amalja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they're like to have seen it. I have a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Danlin tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Alright, what's your quest to start the leave stuff here? Is there an exit over here? You get the aetheryte too. I don't think there's an exit right here. No, okay, so we go this way. There we go. Okay, here's the pages. I'm always happy when it's not a beckon this guy around quest. More Quartz Brigade guys. Okay. One more page. Oh, we got all of them. Oh, and defeat the creature summoned from within. Can I like put the pages together or something? Oh, or is this it? There it is. Okay. Easy peasy. Necronovus. Oh. Progress. Alright, so next we have to head down here and give them tea so they can tell us more about the Masked Man, and we keep following the Masked Man, and we keep going, and it's gonna be fun! We're gonna do that tonight. I mean, tomorrow night. It's almost midnight. I'm standing beside a crystal. This seems like a good place to stop. Thanks for watching, Minus. Thanks for sticking around. Bless you if you're still here. Thanks for watching too. It's nice having you guys around. Kyler and Garden Eden are here earlier. Bad latency, but I think they've been gone for a while. But anyways, we'll be playing more Final Fantasy XIV tomorrow night. I'm going to try tomorrow night to get through all these quests and do the next couple dungeons. So we still haven't done Holly, and then whatever the next main story dungeon ends up being. And yeah, should be fun. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.